Welcome to the online tutorial classes for the Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School, and this video is for class 11 nutrition. The chapter what I will continue today is the water, and it is the third part. In before two videos I have already discussed about the components and the compartments of the water and also the functions of the water. But today we will learn about the water balance and also the thirst mechanism and hormonal regulation. The first one is water balance. How the water is balancing out in our body. So first one is water intake. There is the only two procedures. The first one is the intake of the water. The second one is the output of the water. So the first is water intake. We can consume the water by the fluid intake in the form of tea, coffee, juices and etc. The second one is performed water in food. In every food there is a water percentage. Actually in the vegetables and the green leafy vegetables and the fruits have the more amount of water is like about 50%. And in the dry fruits like the biscuits, pulses, it almost the 2 or 3% to 15% of water is there. So the third one is the metabolic water. So in the many mechanism of the metabolism, the water get produced. So it also the intake of the water of our body. The next one is output. The outputs are mainly by through kidneys, as the kidney purifies the water and the urine produced. The first one is through the kidneys. Actually, the output by the kidney is of two types. The first is obligatory water excretion. Obligatory water excretion. In this process, as the kidney refines our water and the water excreted out from our body, in every day kidney get purified at least of 180 liters of the water, but only the 1 to 2 liters of the water are excreted out. Okay. The second process is facultative. In this process at least of 500 ml of the water are excreted out from our body. The second is by the skin. That there is some types by which the water output are done in our body. The first one is insensible perspiration. The second one is sensible. Also the third one is through the intestine. It is about 100 to 200 ml. And also by the lungs. Okay. So these are the types of the output by the skin. Types of the water output by the skin. So now I'm coming to the water balance. There is a big chart. I am just drawing it here. Okay, it is like that. Water balance. There are two types. One is input and other one is output. Okay. So input types are, the first are sources and second is amount. I'm just categorizing it by that. the outputs are also sources and amount. The sources are first by fluid consumption, it is about 1000 to 2000 ml. The second one is by food, it is about 800 to 1000 ml. Okay. The thirdly, by the metabolic water, it is about 300 to 400 ml. So on total it is and here the first is by the urine, it is excreted out is amount like 1000 to 2000 ml. The second is by insensible perspiration, it is about 800 to 1000 ml. The next is sweat. The insensible perspiration is mainly done by the skin. Okay. By the sweat, it's sweated out at least of 200 ml. The next is by the fecus from intestine. It is about 100 to 200 ml, as I already mentioned in previous. So it is all total, it is all about 21000 to 3400 ml. So if the water consumption and the water output, the input and the output are the same, then we can tell it as our water is in the balance. But if the input is equal to output, then it is called balanced. And if the input is less than output, so the input is more and the output is less, then it will call the positive water balance. Or if the input is less than the output, okay, so it will call the negative water balance. Okay. So by this I am just completing this video. Today I have already discussed many things about the water balance, and the next video I will continue with the regulation of the water and the thirst mechanism and etc. Till then, thank you.